having a Thanksgiving pep rally on Tuesday, November 26th. One of our teachers will be getting pied in the face, so don't miss it.
Hi, I'm Tyreek from Bloopers. I'm here with...
See?
Oh,
You don't know my name? I've coached you for 4 years.
You supposed to say your name.
My name is, I'm the head water boy here, Coach Chris Metzger.
It's a true honor to be nominated by all these wonderful individuals and human beings at this school. Like, it's just a great honor and pleasure to be the one to get pied in the face, if I win, which I hope I do.
I consider it an honor and a blessing from above. I'm unfortunately not going to be here. I'm going to be in pre-op, but my sister in Christ, who runs our school, Miss Jessica King, is going to take my spot. So I really believe she's the hidden gem in this school, you know, a prayer warrior. So I think every student needs to put more feathers on there, and we need to spread the word because she would love, she's not a big pie fan, she's a cake fan, but she would love to take a pie for a good cause.
well, I think it's pretty fun. I am glad that the kids chose me. I hope that is not to be mean and throw me a pie. I think it's fun to do it. I don't know, I would have mixed feelings. I don't know if I would cry or laugh.
Yeah, I think it's a tremendous honor. I think if you guys want to feather me up and pie me, that's totally okay with me. Of course, Miss Moore is winning right now, and I noticed that Coach Metzger is also ahead of me, so feel free to pie them as well.
I already knew I was gonna get nominated for a pie. I have no feelings. People are out to get me. I think that I'm gonna be one of the 3 that gets taken to the last round. It depends on how many points I score in a basketball game, though. If I score a lot of points, yeah, so it's a basketball game. So we're gonna have a student faculty game. So if I'm the one scoring all the points, they're gonna pie me too.
How do you feel, Miss King?
I declined.
She's the best. She's the best.
If any girl is interested in trying out for girls soccer this spring, please have a physical on file and go see Coach Cortez at the CT building.
Juniors, PD Electric is sponsoring an all-paid youth tour to Washington, D.C. from June 15th to June 21st. To qualify, your parents or guardian must be a PD Electric customer. If you are eligible, complete an application and essay, then submit it to both to your counselor. Applications are available at the front office, and deadline is June 10th.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right!
Hi everybody, we're Asbestos. I'm Keely B.
I'm Gunner.
And we're ranking Thanksgiving food. First up, we have green bean casserole.
I like green beans, but green bean casserole incinerated.
Okay.
I heard that crew member incinerated.
Yeah, go ahead and hear what crew member. Alright.
So, we got the man himself, turkey. I don't really eat turkey, so I'll leave this one to Zaire. What do you think?
Let's put turkey at yummy, because it's either good or it's great. Did you get a dry turkey?
I think I guess 2 votes over 1, so I guess we're going turkey. Turkey's just I.
It's I.
It's I.
It's alright. Mashed potatoes, guys.
Tater.
It's gotta be God's sin.
Tater.
All the way up there. Ready?
Tater. Tater. Tater.
That is God's sent right there.
God's got
Yams. Do we like them or do we don't?
They're alright, in my opinion.
Incinerated. I'm throwing it at my aunt. I'm incinerating it. Honestly, marshmallows are an added plus. You know what? Put it and throw it at my aunt. Mrs. Minutes. I don't know what that is.
Pumpkin pie.
Okay. Alright. Yummy. It's delicious.
yummy?
I love it.
It's only good, it's only really good when there's a lot of whipped cream on it. We had some technical difficulties. We're putting pumpkin pie at I.
Pecan pie.
I don't like pecan pie. It's a textural thing. But honestly, the flavor, not that bad.
If I see pecan pie on my table at Thanksgiving, off the back, it's gone.
It's it's middle of the road.
I love pecan pie.
It's all.
Alright.
Apple pie.
Burn it. Please don't.
I'm gonna say yummy because sometimes it gets.
Wait, what is the next one?
Next up, stuffing. The bane of my existence.
You said it's nasty.
Yes.
It's disgusting.
Throw it in my arm. Give it to me.
No.
Throw it in my arm. It's good. It's good. Cranberry sauce. Incinerated.
It's literally just cranberry flavored Jello.
All right.
Gravy. I don't eat gravy, but it's not bad.
Put some gravy in front of me. It's gone.
Okay, so I guess that means God's sent.
Keely's dad is putting like bones in cornbread. God's sent. It's delicious.
God sent. But if you put jalapenos in it, it's nasty.
Dude, you're like the only person that's eating jalapeno.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Right off the back.
Okay,
incinerate.
No.
Deviled eggs are gone. They're
You're
so bad. Like, look at that. You're eating an egg with just. Look at.
Imagine the bathroom time after that.
Yeah, it's like chitterlings. I don't know about that. What's this picture? Let's go ahead and enhance that. Nope. Enhance that. That canine food look good. This is small intestine. All right, shake that back down before we throw it. I think you got it.
I don't even want to throw that in my aunt.
Delete the image. Delete the image.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
We forgot to mention macaroni cheese, plain green beans, and what else?
Potato salad.
Ew, potato mac and cheese, however, God sent.
God sent. It only has to be baked mac and cheese.
You're Asbestos, and this is Thanksgiving.
Back in September 1620, the Mayflower, this little boat, dipped out of Plymouth, England with 102 people on board. The crew was a mix of religious separatists looking to finally live their truth and others who were chasing the bag and hoping to score land in the New World. After 66 days of crazy seas and mad discomfort, they pulled up near Cape Cod and they were like, "Hey, yo, this is way too north." I bet, let's do it. A month later, they cruised across Massachusetts Bay and set up shop in Plymouth, based. That first winter was straight up booty. Most of the settlers stayed on the Mayflower, where they took the fattest L. They had to deal with the crazy cold, scurvy, and all sorts of diseases. By spring, only about half of the OG passengers and crew had made it through. Then, in March, the remaining settlers finally moved to shore, and that's when they got the wild surprise. A member of a native tribe pulled up and was like, "Hey," in English. A few days later, this guy came back with Squanto, who was like, "Hey fam." Squanto had been caught in 4K by an English captain. Man was cooked. He was sold into slavery, escaped to London, and then made it back to his crib. Squanto became the Pilgrim's survival plug. He straight flexed on them, showing them how to grow corn, tap maple trees for sap, fish the rivers, and dodge toxic plants. Honestly, he ate. He also helped raise up other tribes, which lasted over 50 years and was one of the rare times things actually worked between colonists and Native Americans. In November 1621, after the Pilgrims' first corn harvest hit, the governor threw a huge feast to celebrate. He invited their Native American friends, including the chief. This is now called America's First Thanksgiving. But honestly, the Pilgrims probably didn't even call it that. The vibe lasted for 3 days. We don't know exactly what was on the menu, but a lot of the details come from our goat, Edward Winslow, a pilgrim who wrote about it. He was like, "Man, once we got the harvest in, our governor sent 4 guys out hunting so we could turn up after all that hard work. They ended up bagging so much fowl in one day with a little help that it lasted the whole crew almost a week. We also practiced with our weapons, and a bunch of the locals showed up to kick it with us, including their big boss and like 90 of his crew. We feasted for 3 days straight. They came in clutch, going out and hunting 5 deer, which they brought back to our governor, the captain, and a few others. Even though things aren't always this stacked, we're super blessed, and we're just hoping you get to enjoy our good vibes too.
Hey, we're Take a Boat, and this week we're doing a baking challenge. We're doing the Hear, We Will See, No We Will Speak, No Evil baking challenge. Because that's what we gotta call it. No one scream! If you scream, I can hear you. Screaming! I can't hear you. Okay. Ariel, get two. Two what? 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 Go get a cup of water. Go get a cup of water. You're gonna pour this. Don't stop. Is it good? Pour it. Yeah. Stop doing that. She's at the door. That's good. Hey, Ariel. How's it feel not being able to talk? What is she doing? It won't come apart! Stop! Is it good? Not. Sit still.
There's an eggshell. Hey, we didn't get it in there.
Well, I just ate one, so.
You just ate one.
An eggshell.